Hello, Professor Morgan here showing you how to set up a Works Cited page in Microsoft Word for the MLA ninth edition. So this is video two of two. So the first video, and you can look for the link up here in the corner that shows you how to link it, shows you how to set up the first page, which we're not talking about here. We're just doing the Works Cited page. So after we've written our paper and we have our in-text citations put in there, now we need to list the sources that we have used. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm just going to put my cursor here on the end of wherever my paper ended. Now, Works Cited starts on the top of its own paper, on the own page rather. So what I'm going to do, a nice little way to do this is go to the Insert button and hit page break. Now, a lot of people just hit the enter button a whole bunch of times. Yeah, don't really do that because, and I'll show you why at the end of the video, why that's not helpful. Now, one thing to notice is that in the first video also, I showed you how to use this I showed you how to access this. You'll notice that the indented, the first line indentation is kind of been moved over. We actually don't want that. So we want to move this, we're just going to slide this back over here. Okay, because now it's, again, the margins are 1 inch. So this had already moved it over, but we don't want this for the Works Cited page, and you'll see why in just a second. So now I'm going to go back to home, and then I'm going to center this part, and I'm going to type in the words Works Cited. Okay, it's not references, it's not bibliography, it's Works Cited. And it's not Works Cited, it's Works Cited. Again, not bolded, not underlined, not capitalized, nothing. Okay, just that. And make sure it's the same font and size you've been using for the rest of your paper. Then I hit the enter button. Okay, and then I'm going to hit left align to get it back over here. Now this is where I'm going to copy and paste in the sources that I've used to write this paper. And again, this isn't really about finding sources and stuff like that. I'm going to show you one example of something, and then you'll see it from there. Okay, so let's just say I found this source and I quoted from this source and I used it in my paper. So I can just, a lot of these, articles that are scholarly have like a cite button. Okay. And however you get your citation, whatever, just make sure that you are using MLA ninth edition title casing. Actually, sorry, basic. Boom. Okay. And now, if you just hit the copy button here, it'll also copy Works Cited, but where I have that. So I'm just going to copy what I need. This is the source there. Okay, so then I'm just going to right click and then hit copy. And then I'm going to go back to my paper. And then I'm going to right click. And for giggles, I'm going to keep the source formatting because I want to show you something about that. Okay, so there's one source. So I'm going to pause the video and put in a couple of other sources. Okay, so I just found 3 sources and I'm just copying in the citations, but we've got some problems here. Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that the sources are in alphabetical order by the last name of the author. Now, if there is no author, then we need to do it by the title of the article. But in this case, we have 3 authors. We have Elam, Carrington, and Bookering. Okay, so, I mean, to fix it, this is one of the many issues we got to fix. Okay, so I'm just going to go here and then, yeah, that doesn't like how that's spelled. And then again, I'm just going to paste that there. Okay, and then I can get rid of this one. It's just a hot mess. This is still a hot mess. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video and get these all in alphabetical order. Okay, so now I put them in alphabetical order, but I've still got all sorts of problems here. Okay, first of all, we want to make sure that the font is consistent all the way through. So I'm just going to highlight the whole shoot and match here. Okay, and then I'm going to go up to here, and I've used Times New Roman throughout my whole paper, so I'm going to consider and size 12. So now I've got that. Also, you'll notice that sometimes you can't really tell, but sometimes when you copy something over, it'll actually make it like a lighter gray. So just for the sake of keeping everything safe, I'm going to just change the color here, make sure everything is the same color. Okay, so it's all the same color. Okay, but it's still really hard for me to see where the different sources are. So there's a couple of things that we're going to be doing in the paragraph settings to make this all nicey nice. So I'm going to highlight all my sources here. I'm going to then click on this button, my paragraph settings. Now, this is something I set up from the first page, from that first video, is I had changed all the spacing to double, because everything should be double spaced, no extra gaps. And again, I clicked that button to make sure there was no extra gaps, so that's important. But now, for the Works Cited page, the kind of the indentation I want to use is called hanging. All right, and then I'm going to hit OK. Oh, see what it does here? So now we can clearly see our sources. Now remember, if we've listed our sources in our Works Cited page, it has to be an in-text citation inside the paper. If we have cited something inside the paper, it needs to be on the Works Cited page. They have to exist together, okay? I see a lot of students that have, like 10 sources on their Works Cited page, but they never cite them in the paper. I'm like, what are you talking about? Where'd you get this information from? So you need to make sure that if it's on the Works Cited page, it needs to be in the paper. Now, one other thing that I want to show you that is very helpful is that remember how I showed you that little trick here where I did the insert button to add that page break. So why that's important, because if I just hit the enter button, then if I added something to the paper and I push this down, the enter button, then this would push it down too. And again, Works Cited needs to start at its own page. So I'm going to add some text here, or some more text. Okay, so I added another paragraph right here. And so when I did that, it still keeps the Works Cited at the top of the next page. And even bonus information, if you're like, where'd my page break go? There's this little button right here. If you click on that button, watch what happens. It shows you where the page break is. Oh, if you're wondering what that means, okay. So then if you just push that button, then it makes it hide. Okay, so that's how you set up a Works Cited page using MLA formatting. So hopefully you found this, again, helpful. And again, it's really about learning how to follow directions, folks. Okay, please do that. So go ahead, again, subscribe if please, and if you'd like more, I have more videos like this because I want to help you out. All right, there you go. Thanks.